From a woman facing prison after relapsing into addiction to—
Okay. Have you historically had issues with alcohol?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not making excuses. My past transgressions. I just don't want to be her fault for her to lose both of her parents within years.
All right, so here's my question. Where is your child now? Who's taking care of the child?
to another fighting for bond while dodging probation terms.
Everybody, let's keep it here. I understand when you feel like you're supposed to be out and you're not out. I can understand that raises tension, but we're trying to solve the problem and see if there is a problem, okay?
Yes.
These cases reveal Judge Boyd's no-nonsense approach to justice, starting with Ms. Sandival, who skipped drug tests, ignored probation terms, and blamed tragedy for her relapse. Let's see how that works for her.
All right, thank you. You're welcome. All right, we're back on the record in 2018, CR 12679. So my question to you is, you're entering a plea of true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes.
All right. Do you understand by entering true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes.
Court is going to find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor. It is to deny the motion to adjudicate, continue on the refer with the amended conditions of extending for 2 years. Also, a TAP evaluation while in custody and a drug court evaluation. If she's not accepted, the state is recommending. I believe the defense counsel might argue on this. If she's not accepted, drug court, safe.
And that's our understanding of what the state is recommending, Judge. I guess my understanding is we do have an agreement to extend and keep her on her probation or community supervision. We would just be asking for an intensive, monitored, outpatient type situation with drug testing. And Judge, there's a lot that I'd like for you to consider.
Yes.
We can do it briefly if I could just
Sure.
swear my client in.
Oh, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes. Sir.
All right. State your name for the record.
Stephanie Sandival.
All right, you may proceed.
Okay. Ms. Sandoval, you're aware that you've failed to report for multiple months on this community supervision, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And can you tell us what happened in July of 2024?
The father of my child and love of my life was killed in a freak accident, and we have a 3-year-old.
Okay. What kind of an accident was that?
A lady took her cancer treatment pill for the first time and fell asleep at the wheel. So he was ejected and he flatlined 3 times and had a heart attack.
Okay. And is his name Ricardo Arana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is a copy of his obituary?
Correct.
And Judge, I've tendered this to the state if I could just proffer to the court for your consideration.
You are counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Okay. And did Mr. Arana provide childcare to your daughter as well as yourself?
Yes.
Okay. And so once he was killed, essentially most of the burden fell on you. Is that correct?
Correct. My car was out of commission. I didn't have it. I was a stay-at-home mom for 3 years. My daughter was born with a medical condition. So once he was gone, I couldn't leave her at home alone because, obviously to go to the lab, you need somebody to care for your children because they're not allowed there.
Okay.
I'm not making excuses. It's my responsibility, but I couldn't leave her alone.
Okay. Have you historically had issues with alcohol?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not making excuses. My past transgressions. I just don't want to be her fault for her to lose both of her parents within years.
All right, so here's my question. Where is your child now? Who's taking care of the child? All right, so here's the problem the court has. One, I think inpatient treatment is the best for you because looking at the motion to revoke, I understand that you're only pleading to number 5, but I have all of these violations of condition number 2, and it's before the death of your husband using meth and amphetamines over and over, and then not submitting to drug testing over and over. So you have a choice. And let me just tell you what your choice is. I can revoke you. I'll sentence you to 3 years in the prison, or either you're staying in the custody. You're going to be referred to felony drug court. If felony drug court doesn't accept you, you're going to safety. Those are your only choices.
Could we present you I have some things regarding the drug use to present, if that's okay, Judge.
Sure, you
If I
can.
could ask her about that.
All right.
Thank you, Judge. Okay. And so there have been positive tests for amphetamines, correct?
Correct.
What mental health conditions do you struggle with?
I have ADHD, PTSD, anxiety.
Okay. And were you taking Adderall?
Yes,
And you're aware that Adderall contains amphetamines?
yes,
And admittedly, were there times where you took that without a prescription?
yes,
Okay. But do you currently have a prescription for that?
yes.
Okay. And I've tendered this to the state as well. Is this a copy of
My
your
current-
current prescription?
Yes.
Copy this to the court as well.
Ooh.
Okay. And is there anything else that you'd like for this judge to know about your motivations, your hope moving forward, and anything about your case?
Yes, I know that drug supervision and being drug tested is imperative as well as federal support. I'm currently with Continuum doing an IOP, but also the Children's Specialty Court contacted me. And I really want to work with them to try to be unified with my child, which I will also be getting drug tested 3 times a week. Judge, I made so many mistakes in my life that have kept me from doing well.
And so regardless of what happens in this court, you're going to be drug tested 3 times a week. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. You've been on this probation since 2019. You missed drug testing. You've been using Adderall, sometimes with a prescription, sometimes without a prescription. So you have 2 choices. I can send you to prison for 3 years, or either you're gonna be referred to felony drug court. If felony drug court doesn't accept you, you're going to safety. If you're honest with felony drug court, what I can tell you is felony drug court will accept you. It's a difficult program. They will work hand in hand with the CPS court. Those are your only 2 choices. So what do you choose?
I want to try going to felony drug court so I can try to get my daughter back.
All right, so the court is going to deny the motion, alternate amend conditions to the following in custody. There's to be a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted, then there's to be safety. And there's to be 160 sober meetings in 160 days upon release. No unsupervised contact with minors. And probation, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Judge, needs to be extended.
Yes, thank you. I knew I was thinking about that. Extend for 2 years.
And just to clarify, Judge, the no unsupervised contact with minors, does that apply to her daughter as well, or is that?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know that there's I guess a CPS.
Yeah, there's.
Thing going
we have a
on.
Visitation and you were hoping to reunify within 6 months to a year.
Well, that visitation needs to be supervised, and usually that's what CPS does.
It is.
But if CPS eventually at some point were to modify it so that she could have custody, would this be modified as well, Judge?
Well, she'll need to come here. A motion will need to be filed. I'll hear it. And what I can tell you is during that hearing, they can appear by Zoom, but I'm gonna need the caseworker and the children's attorney if there is a child's attorney.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
You too, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
So yes, this case centers on Ms. Wade, whose probation violations landed her back in court facing strict GPS monitoring.
Your Honor, subject to court approval, the defense and the state agreed on a $40,000 bond on her NPR.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 8093 State versus Monica Teresa Wade. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Just specified for the defendant.
And are you Miss Wade? You're here requesting a bond, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there a proposed agreement for the bond?
40,000, Your Honor.
And any objections to the court reviewing the motion to revoke?
Oh, Your Honor.
And what was the previous bond set at?
20,000, Your Honor.
All right, court is gonna grant your motion. Court is gonna set the bond at $40,000 and the court is gonna order full GPS.
Your Honor, given the Easter weekend and given tomorrow courthouse is closed, may we have that she have it installed on Monday or Tuesday?
No, and based upon the allegations in the motion, no. So it's gonna be full GPS, the fees will be waived, they'll do it at the jail. And then, Ms. Ferguson, I need a setting for a contested on this. And if it's not contested, then just let the court know.
Judge,
Yes,
I want to make you aware that I did reach out to the manager to get a court summary and they are currently working on it.
for this case?
Yes, Judge.
Oh, well, if you want to proceed on a motion to revoke, we can proceed on the motion to revoke, or either it can be reset.
Okay, we're gonna stay with where we're at. But also, Your Honor, may it be partial so she can continue to go back to work?
No. All right, Ms. Ferguson. I need a contested date. All right, May 12th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so state, it's set for a contested on May 12th. If it turns out it's not a contested, then it will not be a contested.
You're not-
Now it's Mr. Guzman, who failed to comply with probation terms, triggering a revocation hearing. Let's see how the judge handles this.
How you doing? I love the medal. I'm waiting to get mine from them. Oh, no, I have that
You have the
one.
226. It's pretty
Yes.
hilarious.
Yes, I do. So I'm like,
Oh, lovely. I love it.
all right. So he's entered a plea on one case, is that correct?
So here's what we're doing, Judge. It's going to be a revocation of the MTR,
Mhm.
2 to do, and then 2 to do on the new case and run them concurrent.
All right.
We're just going to package
Court
it up.
is, all right, court is calling 2024 CR 6742 and 2024 CR 012233, State versus Romero Guzman. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Andrew Harrison, State.
Melissa Christian for the defendant.
All right, and are you Mr. Guzman?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to proceed on the motion to enter adjudication of guilt. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Romero Guzman who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 6742 for fraudulent use or possession of identifying information less than 5 items on July 18, 2024 for a period of 4 years? Is that you? State?
On or about the 15th day of September 2024 in Bear, Texas, the defendant Romero Guzman committed offense of assault, violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge. Adjudicate guilt, revoke supervision, assess punishment 2 years of confinement in the state jail facility running concurrent with 2024 CR 012233.
Is that the agreement?
That is the agreement, Judge.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will grant the motion, find you guilty, revoke, sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility. You be credit for any time served. This run concurrent with 2024 CR 012233. There should be no contact with Chalisa CHALISA, LaShawn, LASEAN Thomas, and Anna Fernanda. Chavez. There should be a $10,000 fine, time, and money will run concurrent. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing in that case?
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Sure.
All right, we're proceeding in the next case, cause number 2024 CR 012233. Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Judge, yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Guzman, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with assault on a public servant as a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you're in a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Guzman, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the prison. This is run concurrent with 2024 CR 6742. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And
Yes.
did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Standing exhibit on an attachment.
No objections.
State, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
All right, court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This is run concurrent with 2024 CR 6742. There's to be restitution, if any, to Deputy J. Ramirez. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go with the record. How old are you?
24.
All right, so you're going to have to make a decision on how you want to live your life. If you're going to live your life continuing on this vein, you know what's going to end up happening? Either you're going to be in prison, you're going to run into somebody who's badder than you, and you're going to be seriously injured, and nobody's going to feel sympathetic because of your history. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So whatever is going on in your life, get it together. If you need help, you're homeless, because I see in here that you were homeless. If I'm still here, you can come back. There are plenty of places in San Antonio that will help you with that. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thanks, counsel.
Yes, Judge.
And Deputy Laura, we're done with Guzman. I'm sorry, Romero Guzman.
And now it's Mr. Adams, who felt giving his attorney the silent treatment was solid until she tried to quit the case.
And can I see attorneys for the state, please? Both sides, first chairs. So everybody won't have to leave their position.
I just got a message from him. I was with it Monday. He wanted to ask you.
Who's here on Harold Raleigh?
Oh, you did. Okay.
Good morning. And where is Mr. Rowley?
And Judge, his name is incorrect. It's actually Riley Adams.
Oh, Ray Adams?
Riley Adams.
Raleigh
He just
Adams.
mixed it up.
All right. Hello, Mr. Adams. All right. So your attorneys filed a motion to withdraw?
Yes, Judge.
All right. All right. So they're saying they're having problems communicating with you. All right. So, oh, no gum chewing. That's okay. It happens. Don't swallow it though. Our parents would always say it would mess up your intestines. All right, so let me explain something to you about communication with attorneys. I've been a defense attorney. I've been a prosecutor. Sometimes attorneys will tell us things. We don't like what they say. So then we say, it's your fault. This profession has to be the only profession where if somebody's in trouble, they blame their attorney. And I understand that. But usually when people have a medical issue, if they have a heart problem, they don't start blaming the doctor. It's your fault. I have a heart problem. Their whole thing is, what can I do so we can resolve this issue? But with attorneys, when you have a case, sometimes you're, why hasn't my case been dismissed? Why am I not in jury trial? Why hasn't this happened? So what I can tell you, if the issue with your attorney is, hey, why am I not in jury trial? It's because we have cases that are set before yours. If your issue with your attorney is like, you haven't got my case dismissed, attorney can't force the state to dismiss your case. If they want to dismiss it, they'll file a motion to dismiss, and then it'll be up to me to sign it. And if I don't want to sign it, I don't have to sign it. So if that's the issue, this motion to withdraw is not going to be granted because you need to communicate with your attorney. And what I can tell you, if you're not speaking to your attorney, you know what's going to end up happening? You're going to end up going to a jury trial with an attorney that you have never spoken to, and that's going to be your fault. How old are you? 50. All right, you're 50. So it's not like you're 3 and people can't communicate with you. So she's saying she has a problem communicate with you. Step back, communicate with your attorney. You understand? All right, thank you.
So yes, this last case, we have Stephanie Kled, who is already struggling with jail credit miscalculations and is now facing even more delays. Let's see how the judge handles this.
Stephanie Kled. And where is she?
His son in the box.
Come down, please. And she only has this one case?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so where are we on discovery?
Is this an abatement of an appeal?
Ah. All right, let me see if I have that. Just 1 second. Oh, see, the problem is they hand me. Oh, this is for the motion to revoke, correct? Where
That's
she
an
was on
appeal, motion to revoke that, yes, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 8049 State versus Stephanie Kled. Could I have parties announced for the record? And it's really just defense. Yes.
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Ms. Kled.
And are you Miss Cleed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record for a moment. Norma, do you have that document to forward to me? No, you can just email it. Okay, yes, it did. All right, we're on the record, Cindy, back on the record. And the appellate number is 0825000040CR. All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Stephanie Kled.
All right, and your attorney is here with you, is that correct?
Yes.
And have you had a chance to confer with him?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so the appellate court has sent me an order asking me to ask certain questions of you. The first question is whether or not you wish to continue with your appeal.
No, I do not.
Okay. And you understand you can still continue with your appeal. There's an attorney here who would do the appeal for you. So you do not wish to appeal.
No.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Judge, it's a collateral thing. I've been speaking to Ms. Kled, and she's expressed some concern about that there may be some miscalculation on his time.
All right.
And so she's asking me to request the court to see if we could check it twice, because the time she was in county from September to January is not counted in her time. Although she's had a release date for May 9, if they counted the date, she would have been released already.
All right.
And
So
also,
this is what I'll need you to do, counsel.
yes,
If you will check with the jail on what time she's given, the clerk should be able to pull it, and they'll be able to pull that for you today, and you can sit with your attorney today. And if there's an issue with the time, you feel it's not correctly calculated, then I will review it. And if I determine it's not correctly calculated, then I'll give you the correct time.
Yes, Your Honor. Will this be done today?
Yes,
Will this be done today?
if you all get it done today.
Yes.
All right.
and on that too, that she is participating in the programs for the 820 at state jail, and so she asked me just to bring that to the court.
All right. Well, for me to give credit for that or consider getting credit for that, I'll need some more information from
From
the
them.
clerks.
Yes, okay,
All right,
thank you.
thank you.
I have been receiving emails from, I don't know if it's a family member or who was it from?
Oh, we're off the record.
From
Yes.
her side asking that she wanted to find out about the jail credit. Everything was forwarded to Barbara Paulson and court admin to figure that out, so they were supposed to write her back. I did instruct that family member to tell her to file
Yes.
knuckle tones,
Yes.
and then they would check it. So they were supposed to follow up with.
All right, so what I'll do is, well, this is the thing. We are where we are, okay?
Yes.
We're trying to make sure that everything is done correctly, so everybody, let's keep it here. I understand when you feel like you're supposed to be out and you're not out. I can understand that raises tension, but we're trying to solve the problem and see if there is a problem, okay?
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send an email to Ms. Paulson and we'll go from there. And Cindy, the record that we just did, could you get that to Ms. Paulson as well? All right. All right, so just give me a moment, just have a seat.
Oh, yes, that's right. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. And if you will check with them to see how much time they've actually given her credit for, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome.